Now, Clayton Christensen and his co-workers figured out that managers of these super innovative companies tend to spend 1 day more per week on discovery activities, which means they are looking at, when they look at their calendars, they figured out that instead of executing a meeting or having planning meetings and so on, they were looking actually really at, so what could we do here? Is this, what are the newest trends? Can we experiment here? Can we do something like this here? And how does it work? Yeah, could we improve it here? So the discovery skills include questioning, like why not, what if, pushing the boundaries, associating, bringing an idea from here and to knowledge with there and combining it and getting something new out of that, observing, looking mindfully around, not being tied totally to your smartphone always and not attentive, but looking around, discovering new things, experimenting, trying out stuff, and of course networking. And networking means that you go for lunch not with the regular folks that you normally tend to go, but really with people from other departments, from other hierarchy levels, from outside the company, and try to understand what is bothering them, what problems are they trying to solve, what keeps them up at night. Linus Pauling said, if you want to have good ideas, you must have many ideas. Many ideas are necessary that help you spark better ideas and open conversations. And you must not be afraid that you fail. The funny thing is we are really generally avoiding failure. But we experience failure when we're playing games. We actually actively seek out games where we know we will have an experience that we normally try to avoid to fail. We die in car crashes. We die with the character. We fall off a cliff in these games. Of course, there are not really consequences, but when we understand why we failed, we are analyzing that, because the next time we try to jump over that obstacle and we learn. If we're winning, then we're not really contemplating and reflecting on why we won and why we were successful. So we actually learn more if we fail. Winning, in fact, can be a curse for learning. We see that also in how organizations are set up. For example, the National Institute of Health is the largest fund of biomedical science in the US. And this is public money. They hand out grants to scientists, and the focus is on particular experiments. You need to describe the experiment that you're planning. A team of experts looks at and basically scores and rates how the proposals are. Are they, will they be successful or not? The project also has to be scientifically sound and needs to be supported by evidence, because what we don't want to do is waste taxpayer money, right? We want to make sure that this taxpayer money is used for good uses. Now, a little bit different is the Howard Hughes Medical Institute, which is a non-profit that is set up to push the boundaries of knowledge. The focus is on the individual scientist. So, assuming that a creative scientist should be able to pursue ideas without having to justify them to a panel of experts is one of the main basic items there. If you have a reputation, you're a successful scientist, you're more likely to succeed with what you try out, and you should not be required to, justify it and describe the experiment in detail, because you're figuring it out on the way. So you're encouraged to take risks, explore unproven avenues, and embrace the unknown. What do you think is the outcome? Which of the strategies brings more breakthrough discoveries? Yeah, you have guessed correctly. The higher levels of breakthrough innovation comes from the Howard Hughes Medical Institute grants. They have a higher impact, and they create many more new keywords than the National Institute of Health. But as a drawback, 35% more papers were never cited by nobody at all.